Welcome again to another edition of Skill TV. I'm Joel Leonard, and they call me the Maintenance Evangelist. And today we happen to have the CEO and Chairman of TIMCO Aviation, John Cawthron. Mr. Cawthron, could you please share with us some of the challenges and opportunities that you're facing in growing and developing your business?
Sure. We have 1,800 people here in the Greensboro facility, and we have about 3,500 people system-wide. We operate heavy maintenance facilities here in Greensboro, Macon, Georgia, Lake City, Florida, and then we manufacture seats in Pacoima, California, and we have an engine teardown facility in Oscoda, Michigan. All of these require skilled people, and in the heavy airframe maintenance work, which is the preponderance of our business, we fight the battle continually of finding skilled technicians. And we have a full-time recruiting office. We have a large HR office. We usually have about 20% of our employment base are contractors, and that is that they can work 11 months somewhere and then they have to take a month off. And we obviously like to have full-time TIMCO employees rather than having to contract out, but the labor shortage is so severe that it's mandatory for us to keep about 20% of our workforce in private contractors. So today in Greensboro, I believe we've got about 270 contractors working out of the 1,800-person workforce. The problem that we're confronted with is in our business, and bear in mind that our business is relatively new, because formerly the airlines did their own maintenance in-house, and the cost of in-house operations finally got to a point where they could not afford to do it, and that allowed an industry such as ours to spring up, which is called a third-party MRO facility. The same challenges that the airlines face, obviously we face also, except that with our labor base and the work ethic that we find in the southeastern part of the United States, we feel we're head and shoulders above where the airlines were operating in such metropolitan areas as San Francisco, Indianapolis, Chicago, New York, where just by the very nature of the beast, labor costs were very high. Today, Connie Rice, who is Director of Recruiting in our company, is trying to hire as many people, particularly in the sheet metal area, as we can. I have offered to go to high schools and technical facilities and speak, encouraging young people to come into our industry. The training that they get, if they go all the way through and secure their A&P, and that's airframe and power plant license. They're licensed by the FAA. They take their exam, and these people are very, very valuable. Formerly, you had a source of these people from retired military. Mm-hmm. But two things have happened. The fellows that came out of the Vietnam era are now in their 50s, 60s, some of them in their 70s, and they're retiring. We aren't finding as many young people going into any of the technical trades, not just aircraft, but any of the technical trades, as we can utilize. The FAA says that they're licensing about 5,000 A&P mechanics a year, and if they are, I'd sure like to find them for TIMCO, because we fight the battle continually in trying to find these kiddos that will go the technical route. The compensation is good. One of the drawbacks that used to be present was that it was cyclical, that aircraft work was cyclical. We made a decision in December 2006 to maintain our workforce at any cost. And it did cost. It cost us $2 million. But we knew that we had a lot of work starting in January 07 and throughout 07, and we are full in our facilities through mid-year of 08 now. and obviously when you're looking for new business, you're working a year to a year and a half out. Our basic business is with 3 of the legacy carriers here in the United States. We do work for Delta, United, and U.S. Air, and then we do some military work in our Lake City, Florida facility. But wherever it is, now Greensboro is not as difficult to get people as it is in Lake City, Florida. That's not a slam on living in Florida, but this area and the Triad area and the work ethic and the cooperativeness of the people is just, it's super.
Well, again, I greatly appreciate you coming. One last question. One of the biggest recruitment challenges of getting younger kids into this industry is the stigma of maintenance and getting past the Bubba mentality, where people think that a maintenance guy runs around with a hammer and a duct tape and posterior cleavage, and what are some of the things that your group is doing to help elevate that image, and what can we do as a society to overcome that challenge?
Well, I think the principal thing is that that's such a wrong answer. I know the perception's there, but the perception is wrong, because every time I address our people, I emphasize we can rent hangars, we can build hangars, we can do all of that sort of thing, but the people are 99% of our business. The people themselves and the work ethic that we see. And when I got here, the first 3 months I was here, I made all 3 shifts at least twice a week at the Greensboro facility. And the reason I did was I knew that I had to have the people on the floor believing and trust me that I would do what I say. We put in an incentive program for aircraft turn time and quality and safety here, and in Greensboro alone this year, so far in 2007, we've paid out north of $3 million in incentive bonuses. These people are professional, they're licensed, just like I'm a CPA by trade. I had to sit for a license, they've had to sit for a license, and we're not going to tolerate the treatment of our people on a Bubba image, I can tell you for sure, because the people at TIMCO are professionals.
I got to let our viewers know, I had the opportunity of watching you participate in the Manufacturing Summit, and you've got to share with us the relentless pursuit of common sense.
Well, in any type of manufacturing, the big buzzwords out there today the consultants use are Six Sigma and Lean and all of those fancy buzzwords, and I told our people that we were going to approach it in a different way. We were going to view that we could get to the top of the ladder with the absolute relentless pursuit, probably on a manacle basis, of common sense, because that's what good manufacturing is, and that's what good labor usage is, which is what we pride ourselves in. So we're not the smartest people in the world, but we've got a lot of common sense, and we think that we've shown that in building this company into the largest provider in the U.S. and second largest in the world.
Well, I think it was Longfellow that said that common sense is genius in workman's clothes. And
that's right.
And I greatly appreciate you coming out today, and thank you again for gracing us with your presence. And anything else you'd like to add? No,
it's been my pleasure, and anything that TIMCO as an entity can do in this North Carolina market, Georgia, Florida market, to encourage kids to take the technical route, and if they just want to sit down one-on-one with me and talk to me, I have a total open door and welcome phone calls and emails.
Well, you just happened to hear from the chairman and CEO of TIMCO Aviation, John Cawthron, that the aviation industry is still growing and rapidly enduring some serious challenges in its workforce, and we really need to upgrade our future pipeline to ensure their sustainability and their growth in our economy. Thank you again for your time and attention today, and I'm Joel Leonard. As they say, they call me the maintenance evangelist. And thank you again for watching Skill TV.